Hi, so I'm talking about another movie today. I know, two in a row. I was gonna try and space it out, but it worked out the way it worked out. So today I'm covering Cold Moon. So this is something that my mom has been telling me to watch for a while for one main reason. Christopher Lloyd. He's in it. Now, I don't know how many of you have this with Christopher Lloyd. Maybe it's two characters that you think of automatically with him, but I hear Christopher Lloyd, automatically I see Doc. I can't help it. Doc and Uncle Fester, but always my go-to first thought is Doc. In a way, he kind of ended up looking like Doc, just with shorter hair. But anyway, that's how she got me to watch it, because he's in it. And is he like Doc in it? No, nothing like him. But he's in it, and he's good because he's versatile. So Cold Moon. So it's kind of a supernatural movie. Actually, it is a supernatural movie. It starts off with a grandma raising two grandchildren. At least they never really explain if she is or not. You just kind of assume. So I think she is, because you don't see any parents. I don't, unless it was said what happened to the parents and I just totally missed it. But anyway, the grandma is with two grandchildren. One of them goes somewhere and they're waiting for her to come home. So you kind of get where this is going, right? So it's kind of like a murder mystery, almost, because you kind of could guess who it is pretty quickly. But the cool thing about it is like that's not the whole movie, is trying to figure out who did it. The whole movie is kind of knowing who did it based off of what they think happened. And then you follow that person. That person ends up being haunted. And that's the fun part. That's the fun part of the movie. And I don't think I gave too much of that away because I didn't really say who or anything like that. This is where it gets a little bit tricky talking about it because I don't want to say too much. But it's a fun movie, and I feel weird saying fun because someone, ended up being a ghost. Basically, you see someone get killed, but it's fun. It's fun if you like ghost movies, put it that way. And Christopher Lloyd's character, so I don't even know how to describe him. It's a small town and everyone is kind of intertwined with each other's lives. Like the sheriff knows everyone, is friends with a few people, and he has a daughter. Okay, this is the best way to describe his character. The sheriff's daughter is like a nanny kind of for him. So I wouldn't really say a grumpy. He's yeah, I would say grumpy. He's kind of a grumpy old man who is in a wheelchair, and you don't really know what happened to him to put him in there, except one person mentions something wrong with his spine. So he's probably grumpy for that. He used to own a bank, and now it's in the hands of someone else, and he seems grumpy about that. He's just all around grumpy. I'm glad I watched it. Actually, when I started watching it, it looked so familiar. Like, I think maybe she told me to watch it a long time ago, which, knowing movies that my mom tells me to watch, it takes me a long time to watch them. So I wouldn't doubt I actually watched this a long time ago. Probably thought to do a video on it, and I just never did until I rewatched it. Because now it's fresh in my head. But if you like ghost movies, if you like revengeful ghost movies, I should say, this is it. This is a good one to watch. So I found it on YouTube. So it says free with ads, but I don't really remember any ads in the middle of it, which is good. I think it was only, but I also kind of stopped it and then came back to it. So there was an ad that way. but pretty sure if you watch it straight through, it's only in the beginning, maybe the end, but it's good. I would recommend watching it, especially if you like good ghost movies that aren't like too creepy, just entertaining. So if I were to rate this one, going back to rating, with the way the ghost is, you kind of cheer her on in a way. I would give it an 8. Yeah, I would give it a solid 8 for that and just the pure entertainment of seeing Christopher Lloyd the way he is in this movie. I just, I love it. No matter what he is in any movie, I love him. It's good. Kind of like, yeah, it's kind of like a slight murder mystery, revengeful ghost movie. That's how I would label it. Because this is, if you look it up on YouTube, this is actually what you're going to end up seeing. So it is a ghost movie for sure. So if you've seen it, let me know. We can talk about it. If you're going to watch it, let me know. If you watched it recently and want to talk about it, let me know. I kind of want to know what you guys think about this one because this was very good. I'm glad I finally listened to my mom and watched it, even though I do think I did watch it a long time ago. I'm glad I rewatched it. She mentioned it recently to watch. So I did. So that's the movie I'm covering. I'll see you guys next time. And next time I think I I'm pretty sure I know what I'm gonna do next time. And it's not gonna be another movie. At least I don't think. I shouldn't say anything at this point. Who knows what the next one's gonna be. But I'll see you next week. Bye.